Let's get nuts. The Paradigm Shift episode 91. Wow! 91 episodes, 91 weeks consecutively. Consistency. Wow! Let's get absolutely crazy today. We got a very special guest star, Danish soccer legend, Martin. We're going to bring on in less than five. I'm excited for that. Obviously, everybody's watching the World Cup right now. It's perfect timing. We're excited to have him. We're going to bring on Big Dave right now, and we're going to get this party started. The articulate alligator. What a monumental, crazy week so far. Probably the most epic week of the year. We just announced our second ever CLS live event in the Big Apple, February 11th. It's exclusive. It's invite only. It's going to be a special room that you want to get access to. If you're going to be around in New York or you're interested, contact me and we can discuss. Martin, I see you. We're going to bring you on in a couple minutes. Big Dave, bringing you on right now. You Sex Panther. Hi.
What's up,
Hi, Big
CLS?
Dave.
Amazing. How are you?
Amazing. One of my favorite times of the entire week is to see your face in this capacity in the Paradigm Shift episode 91.
My favorite number. Let's go.
Wow.
What do you got for me?
91. I got a lot. First of all, it's great to see you as always. I saw you posted a really cute special picture of your family. It's nice to see everybody together, and then also the holiday party. And it made me smile.
Yeah. It's an amazing group of people that we put together, collective consciousness. And, you know, we're in the hockey stick part of our team. So we put in a lot of years, and it's amazing when things double and you don't see results, how much fun it is when it's doubling and you see exponential results. And that's the biggest enlightenment or awareness, that most people don't have the patience and don't have the consistent, persistent pursuit to get to. But we're there, and it's the fun zone, and we're super excited to be there.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Always that.
Draft, so there's that. Let's dive right in it. And then we're going to bring on our soccer legend, which I'm really excited about. Simply put, Dave,
so
does money buy happiness?
Money does not buy happiness, but what it does is allows you to shop. And if you shop for the right things, you'll be happy. So money is still something that you should value at a very high level, because it allows you to shop. And if you shop for the right things, it will increase your happiness. It's not the sole dependent variable of happiness. Time is the dependent variable of happiness, and understanding how to utilize time. But for money, absolutely. If you shop for the right things, it can make you happy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Love that. We're going to bring on our guest right now, but I selfishly wanted to ask you one more question. Lately, you've been talking a lot about communities, and this was something that I went all in on when I first started CLS, because my thought process was, it doesn't matter how great I become in being able to inspire and elevate and all that stuff if there's nobody there to see it. And you helped me even think further ahead with that. I'm curious, for anyone that's not necessarily an entrepreneur, so to speak, is a community still as important for someone like that?
The idea of a community is that we have a frequency or a neighborhood of people of like minds, like hearts, and like hands, that are willing to find out what they like and what they don't like, and then give them more of what they like and take away more of what they don't like. And there's where quantitative value lies. And if we have a community, let's just say you're a teacher, and you have a big community, now you're able to give those people more of what they like and take away what they don't like in their lives, which it provides this quantitative value, and all tides rise together when we have a community. And so the nice thing about what I taught you, and I teach so many other people, is that the overall total addressable market, the TAM, no matter who you are and what you do, you could open up Legos, right? And this is true. Go on YouTube, right? Look, you could, you like to open up toys. Great. Community is really important, because you now have a total addressable market of billions and billions of people. And there's probably millions of people that enjoy watching people open up toys. And that's what most people just don't understand. You don't have to be a business person. You don't have to be a brand, a podcaster, a speaker, an author. You don't have to give events on February 11th and bring all of New York City into that. All you got to do is know your essence, know your skills, your knowledge and desire, and amplify those, and you'll build a community if you do it every single day. 2 people in 1 year. I mean, my 10-year-old, I tell him, look, let's just build a community of 2 people every year. That will get you 2 more people. By the time you're my age, you'll be more popular than The Rock.
Yeah, I believe it. You're such a beautiful soul. And the only question that I have from that is, how many beautiful buttered bagels
I'm
did you
on
consume
a
this
half
morning?
dozen right now, and then I'll get to a baker's dozen by the end of the day.
I love you. We're going to bring on our guest right
He's
now.
awesome.
I can't wait. It's a good time. Yeah, the World Cup going on. I know he's not still in it, but he's a legend. I'm excited. Martin, let's get nuts. Hell yeah.
Internet slow today?
A little bit.
What's up, guys?
Oh, look who it is.
There he is. What's up, Martin? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
How are you guys
Thank
doing?
you so much for joining us. Where are you right now? Where are you dialing in from?
Barcelona. I'm back at Barcelona now.
Barcelona. Cool. Well, it's good timing with the World Cup and so forth. We're excited to have you. For the audience that might not be familiar, go do a deep dive. Check out everything Martin's got going on. He's so dynamic, not only in the world of soccer or football, as they call it out there, but in business, which I know made me and Dave super excited. But let's dive right in. Great performance in the World Cup and so forth, but you guys did hit the end goal, which is obviously to win the whole thing. And I think something that everybody deals with in some capacity to an extent is disappointment. How do you handle that from coming up a little bit short from your big goal?
Um, yeah, it was a tough one for us because we've been preparing for 4 years. The World Cup is only every 4 years, like the Olympics. So you go in with high expectations, and when you don't manage to reach the best version of yourself, you ask yourself a lot of questions. And of course, the first emotion is you're really upset and disappointed. But you have to accept it and see it as an opportunity to grow. That's how I look at it. And sometimes things don't go exactly how we want because you always have to think about your end goal, and it's a journey, and it's part of your journey, and it just gives you some tool that you need later on in life. That's always how I choose to look at it. But great experience. Disappointed that we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I just keep learning from those situations.
Yeah. Beautifully said, and you played like a true champion. And I love what you said there. You have to accept it. Doesn't mean you have to approve it.
Well, yeah.
Dave,
First,
I
I
know you
would
love
say,
this
hey,
one.
Martin, it's good to see you again, brother. And congratulations on your success. And you talked about doing your best, learning lessons, and having fun. Those seem to be the 3 components in whatever journey it is, whether it's the Olympics or the World Cup or the Super Bowl or a baseball season that has 200 games in totality. But in the end, when we have these type of opportunities in our life, it's very difficult to detach our emotions from the ultimate outcome, because the truth is there's only one winner. And those people that attach their emotions to that outcome, the majority of the people, if not almost all the people, are going to be disappointed in what should be one of the most enjoyable experiences or journeys and valuable ones in our lives. And what I like about Martin, and I've known him for a while, is that he sees it that way. Is he disappointed? Absolutely. And he should be, because it would have been nice to be that one. But he then detaches from that outcome, and he realizes that, what do I need to do to learn the lessons, to create a better pursuit throughout my life, more than just the World Cup, more than just playing soccer or football, determined upon where you live, and most importantly, bring out the best in himself. And it is almost impossible for us to be our best. So I always say Martin's a classic example of someone that learned how to enjoy the consistent, everyday, persistent, without quit pursuit of his potential. There is no pursuit of happiness. Happiness is the pursuit. And Martin is a guy who has learned that throughout his career, both on and off the pitch. And I want to tell him congratulations, and I'm proud of you, brother.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Dave. That's great said. And like you said, You know, I had so many ambitions and goals for myself. And when you reach the top and when you reach your goals, you don't become more happy. I used to tell myself I would feel a certain way when I reached a certain goal, and it's like I just felt the same, you know. So it just shows you it comes from within. You need to tell yourself that you're happy every day and need to be grateful for the things, because no matter which goals or what kind of things you want to do, you're gonna say, when I live in that house, I'll be happy. When I have that car, I'll be happy. When you're excited, after a week, it's just a normal thing. You just get used to it. So it doesn't bring in happiness. It's just, you need to find it within. And of course, some people are gonna think it's easy for us to say because we are living our dream life. But no, we're no different than them, actually. It's just a state of mind.
Beautifully said. Happiness is an inside job,
Absolutely.
right?
It is.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, you know, it's so interesting that you say that, because one of the advantages of actually achieving things is that you get an awareness that it's not about the things that you achieve, the things that you buy. We talked about earlier, does money buy happiness? No, but it allows you to shop. So does your inspiration, intellect, and intuition. As you develop those three things, those are the tools, those are the money, the energy that allows you to shop for what you want in life. And so where the great joy and happiness comes from is developing, right? Developing the skills, the knowledge, and the desire with the intellect, intuition, and inspiration that's necessary to do so. And it's so, you know, when you get around people who have a spirit of excellence, and I've been blessed from billionaires, millionaires, entrepreneurs, celebrities, athletes, and entertainers to be around them, that spirit isn't one of, you know, achievement. Because what we learn when you win a lot, what you learn is that the L's, the losses, actually carry the lessons. That when we win, it's just an execution on what we already know. And since we're missing the exponential growth that occurs when we lose, when we do the soul searching, as you said, the happiness is within. When we're able to get kicked out of the World Cup in the semis or the quarters, and we can still be happy, that's where the real gold lies, and that's the real winners. That's what I try to teach people to be able to do, is to find the light, the love, and the lessons in the losses, not just celebrating the execution on what we already know, which is the victory. Which, by the way, Martin, is it France or Argentina? Who's winning today or tomorrow?
I don't know. To be honest, actually, I think my mind is saying Argentina is going to win. But obviously, my wife, she's French, so I have a lot of French supporters at home. But it's going to be a really good game. Both teams, they deserve to be there. But it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, and also just touch upon the happiness stuff. One thing that's obvious to me and anyone that follows you, Martin, is one thing that definitely makes you happy is dancing. I see you, brother. I wanted to acknowledge you for your unbelievable dance moves. Were you always into that, or is that something new?
I think it's part of my Caribbean roots. It's just a way of expressing yourself, and Caribbean people, they tend to express themselves through dancing. It's kind of connected with happiness. And I think no matter who you are, when you're happy and in a good mood, you have a tend to, it might be dancing or singing, even though you can't sing. It's just like when happiness takes over, you just tend to let it out. So it's just a way for me to let it out.
Yeah, hell yeah. And for the audience watching, go check out his Instagram and some of his dances, specifically right after a soccer goal. It's awesome. I have to ask you this. A lot of athletes just focus on the task at hand, which is their sport. But a lot of people that Dave and I have in the show, like Austin Eckler and some others, they're very rare. They're also building a business and an empire and entrepreneurship. And I see you doing such an awesome job at that. I know this is probably a loaded question, but what are you more excited about moving forward? Is it soccer right now, or is it all the business ventures that you have going on?
I think it's important to always focus on what you're doing in the moment, because focus is really important. It needs all of your attention. So what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to do, you need to put your focus. And sometimes when I'm doing things, I forget that. And you know, when you put your focus on two things, you only give like 50% results on what you want. So right now I'm 100% focused on soccer, and whatever I'm doing outside the pitch, it comes second. But it's really important because a lot of athletes don't think about it, and that's going to be your main sources of income for the rest of your life. So you have to think about it. And what a lot of athletes don't realize is they actually just need the same kind of mindset that they have in their sport and take it into the business. But the thing is like suddenly you're out of your comfort zone because it's something you haven't been doing. So you're not as confident and you're afraid of taking action, but you just need to get action because it's just another thing where like when you don't know what to do, you just need to jump into it and make a lot of mistakes and fail and learn from it. That's the only way to learn. But of course, as everyone, sometimes we can be a bit afraid of going out of our comfort zone because we don't know what we're doing. But it's just the way to grow, brother.
Yeah, well, I think
beautifully said, right, Dave?
So many athletes, like Austin Eckler, right? One thing that he gets, and I always find surprising about great athletes, is that a guy like Martin has had a coach since he's been 5 years old, and they forget that the outside lines of outside the pitch, that it's just as important to have a coach and a mentor in business, someone that can give you the directions to where they want to be, as well as the relationships, which are also a value that may not be a value on the pitch, but off the pitch certainly helps out. I do love Martin and I share an interest in manifestation and understanding what we focus in on, what we pay attention to, and give intention to. So when he's focused in on paying attention to his football or soccer, he's doing, saying, thinking, believing, and feeling everything aligned with the trajectory of where he thinks he wants to be for that purpose. And I want to tell you one of the epiphanies, Martin and Craig, that I've had this last 2 months in studying time and manifestation. And it's a remarkably simple philosophy that I hope will help both of you and our community. You are only one thought away from being at ease. It's one of the deepest things that I've come up with. You're only one thought away from being at ease. So if you feel at dis-ease on or off the pitch, if you're at dis-ease of what you're doing, saying, thinking, believing, and feeling, just remember, hey, I'm only one thought away from being at ease. Now you know what you should pay attention and give intention to manifest everything you desire, or better, rapidly and accurately. And I wanted to share that with you two guys in cohort here with the manifest man himself, Martin. So the Triple M, what an honor. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll think about that. I actually saw something interesting on your Instagram the other day, where you were talking about detaching yourself from the outcome, from not creating resistance. And I think as an athlete and entrepreneur, that's something really, really important, because we tend to make goals and we put time limits on. But I can speak for myself. I've seen where I haven't accomplished those things. And I think a lot of times it's because I've been having so much resistance, and you get worried because you see that time limit, or you want to do a certain amount of things, and you see it's not going that way.
Yeah,
can you explain that a bit more?
If you look at the time, which I think is a dependent variable of all matter, subjective and objective matter. So if the new year is coming, so a lot of people will say, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the year, or I want to make $1 million by the end of the year. The minute you put a time on that outcome, the minute you use a scarce, quantifiable time, on January 2nd, you have less time to do it. And so you're actually creating a bigger hurdle or more resistance. And so what we want to do is work with speed and velocity instead of quantifiable man-made construct of time, so that we go ahead and dissipate all of that resistance, because the closer you come to the end of the year, you're never going to be there until the end of the year, but all you've done is made it more difficult to you, instead of saying, I want to double the amount of money I make as fast as I can. The people who say, I want to double the amount of money I make as fast as I can, will get so much farther, so much faster than someone saying, I want to make this amount of money by the end of the year. Both still have a trajectory of what you think you want. And I love the doubling effect, because if we see things in doubling terms, we can actually go ahead and get motivated or inspired by two people. You know, I was talking about my 10-year-old son, and I said, hey man, let's build a community for you. I want you to get 2 people in your community this year. Just 2 people or more that will get you 2 people a year. And I said, when you're 54 years old, do the math, 2 times 2 times 2. Every year you just get 2 people. he'll be the most famous person on earth when he's turning 55 like I am. And if we do the same thing with working out, with eating, with, you know, whatever it is you want, making money, that is what we want to speak in terms of velocity, because time is infinite in nature. Work with the infinite and instead of against the infinite by creating man-made constructs that create resistance.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Will you then use that into
Yeah, we can too, right? And I think in the same paradigm shift, no pun intended, to the show, I think the ultimate paradigm shift is understanding time as an infinite nature, meaning I am. So, right, it already happened. What am I doing to interfere with it? So I'll say, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am worthy, I am the World Cup champion. What am I doing to interfere with it? And that's creating no resistance, putting yourself at ease and allowing you to be an influencer, not an influencer, spreading the flu, spreading dis-ease and resistance, void shortages and obstacles. So I know that Martin's an influencer. You can see by how many people come into the paradigm shift when Martin's here. He's definitely an influencer, not an influencer.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. This was an awesome conversation. Thank you, both. I'm genuinely better for it. I know the audience as well. More while we land the plane, I know you made a transition this year. You switched teams, so congratulations. Change is always exciting. What's the best way for David I's communities and audiences to support you and follow along in your journey?
How can we get people to follow you?
What's the best?
Well, the start you need to look at some European soccer. Otherwise, follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok now, and yeah, just stay in tune on what I'm talking about and different things. It's exciting.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait to connect with you further and do some more things. Good luck with everything going on with the change in teams and so forth. Keep kicking ass in business and soccer. Dave, thank you so much as always. I love you both and have an unbelievable weekend.
Happy holidays. Congratulations, Martin.
Thank you, guys.
Say hi to your family for me, especially your cousin. Thank you, brother. Take care, Craig.
Guys.
What an awesome conversation. The Paradigm Shift episode 91 in the books. We'll be back next week. You can count on that. Dave and I, we are married to the process. Paradigm Shift episode 92 coming next week. I want to thank Martin again. If you guys aren't familiar, please do yourself a favor. Support him, follow him, check out what he's got going on, his content, European soccer, his business, his dance moves, his mindset. He was talking about manifestation and so forth. Just awesome stuff. Big Dave, as always, my partner in crime. I don't think I could love you enough. Straight up. If you guys aren't in the texting community, you could join. Totally free. The number at the bottom of the screen, just text that. And we love you guys. If you guys want to do something for us, share this show, tell a friend, and think big and work on yourself this weekend. Start getting ready for 2023. What is your word? What is your theme? What do you want to lean into? What is your intention? And then obviously divorce from the outcome.